Hi, Coach Curly here. You're about to meet Liana, and the work we're going to do is based around her taking herself to the next level with openness and intimacy. So let's see what happens. Hi and welcome. Here we are with Liana. We're going to work on a breakthrough session. So what is it you want to work on, mate?
Being okay with true vulnerability in many situations.
Okay, so true vulnerability means?
Means not allowing the fear of not being good enough, rejection to hold me back from
doing something.
Projecting myself in the world, yes.
So typically you've held yourself back and stopped yourself doing like what?
In my work, teaching, the life coaching style teaching, I haven't put myself out there to do that because I've felt like I don't know enough, which, you know. And also in relationship, not being fully open in saying what it is that I want or don't want or what's okay.
Okay, so when you're talking about not being fully open and not saying what I want, your lips went fat and you nearly cried. So what were you feeling just then when you said that?
Fear.
Yeah, so you were imagining being in a relationship, I gather.
Yes.
And you were scared of?
Rejection. That
the relationship wouldn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
And that somehow...
Or that, to me, straight away means I'm not good enough.
That it's your fault?
Yes.
And you're feeling that right now?
Yes.
How far back in your life does that feeling go?
Right back to childhood.
So as far as you can remember?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't need to know what happened in your early life. We just need to know how you feel now and what you do to stop yourself feeling it. So that feeling's right there right now. Yeah. How have you stopped yourself getting in this, what you might call a mess? Which I will call great.
I tend to go into my head and shut down my feelings.
Okay, so you start talking to yourself.
Yep.
Typical conversation will be?
It doesn't matter what happens, I'll be okay anyway. You know, I'm strong.
Capable,
I can handle it.
Shoulders square up.
Oh, yes.
Breathe deep, I can cope with anything, kind of stuff. Okay, and what does that get you?
A lot of distance from people.
Yep.
And not much else except for tension.
Yeah, because when people can tell that you can cope, guess what?
Expected to cope.
Yep, they get you to do the coping. Yep. And so people will say Liana is strong, Liana is capable, she's great, she can get through anything. I've seen her handle this, handle that, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. That starts to become the myth. That's the story.
Yes.
Now, is the story true?
No.
What's the true story?
The true story would be that I have learnt to survive, and that's what it feels like.
Yep.
And all I really want is to be able to feel like I can be vulnerable and in my feelings without feeling like it's not right, I'm scared. The protection mechanism comes up.
Okay, that's the true story about what you do.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the story, and the story is Liana's strong, she's capable. The myth or the legend is Liana's strong and capable, but what's the truth?
I'm soft and vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I know that the truth about myself is that I'm soft and vulnerable, I'll need to protect myself because the opinion that I form is that I won't survive being hurt.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And because I believe I won't survive being hurt, I must, absolutely must, do what?
Be strong.
Stop myself getting hurt.
Yeah.
And how, in relationship, how do I stop myself being left?
Leave first, usually.
Leave first. Brilliant strategy.
Yeah.
And when you leave first, what do you get to say?
I'm okay. It's my choice.
Yeah, and see?
I proved it right.
So it all proves itself to be right.
Yeah.
And you get to stay strong to keep doing it again.
Yes.
And you've been doing it again for...
Nearly 50 years.
Nearly 50 years. So is it safe to say that after 50 years of experimenting with it, which is not really experimenting, it's repeating.
Yes.
After 50 years of trying it one way, could you try it another?
I would love to.
Uh-huh. Now, which part of you is saying I would love to? Just point to your body. Yeah. Okay. Now, what's your head saying?
Run.
Run?
Yep.
Yeah, because this won't survive.
Yeah.
I would love to be open and vulnerable. But this fear is actually the fear of?
Not surviving.
Yeah, so say the fear of not surviving in with different words. I will.
It feels like I would die.
It's not feels like. It is. So if you are drowning and you feel like you're going to die and someone swims out to save you, what would you do?
Reach out to them.
Well, you'll jump all over them.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So with no rational, lifesavers have to learn how to not get caught by the drowning person, otherwise two people drown.
Yeah.
Okay, so completely irrationally. So a part of you says, open up and run the risk.
Yes.
Another part of you says, yes, but you'll die.
That's correct.
Now, which one of them's going to win?
At the moment, the part that says I'm going to die.
Yeah. And so you do stuff completely irrationally to save yourself from dying.
Yes.
So therefore we have to say, is it true that you're going to die?
No.
Okay.
Well, it feels true.
It feels true. So let's follow it through. So you get involved in a relationship and you decide this is the one where I can open up. Like, don't try that first go, right? Not first date. So, but having let a relationship progress to the point where you think there's something here, could be something here, and you make that decision to yourself, okay, I'm going to open up to this one, then that's when you're faced with that choice. Mm-hmm. What do you need to do?
First thing that pops into my head would be to actually express what I'm feeling to that person.
Exactly. Because how do you open up and become vulnerable? You tell the truth.
Yes.
And the truth is, what would you say?
I'm feeling very vulnerable and scared and scared.
Yeah. Their body language tells me that you wouldn't say that. You would say, I'm shit scared.
Yeah. Being polite, but yeah.
Being polite, okay. Under those circumstances, you don't have to be too polite. You just have to kind of get the message onto the table, because we don't know what the response is going to be. So when you say, people say, how do you open up? The way that you open up is you reveal what is there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Got it?
Yeah.
So what are you going to need to be able to do that? When the moment comes and you're saying to yourself, this would be a good opportunity. Right now would be a good time to just go, bleh.
What would I need?
Yeah, and it's not another drink.
Damn. I would need to be okay with whatever the response was.
You're guessing.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but that's it. You guessed right.
Okay.
So
Right.
you'll know that this is coming. Because if there isn't some chemistry between you and this other person, you're not going to be facing this issue, right? So you'll feel it coming a long time before it hits, and then there's the moment where you go, I could speak up now.
Yes.
Yeah. How many of you have been in that moment, I could speak up now, and you didn't? Who's in that category? Lots of hands going up. So if you feel this coming, then it's time to make a commitment to speaking up, not a commitment to a partner.
Yes.
So you might ring a friend and say, I'm going to drop it on the table at dinner tonight.
Oh, okay.
So that you've got to answer to the friend.
Okay.
When they say tomorrow, well, did you?
Yeah, that
Because
would work.
because actually the potential partner is irrelevant. It's not really about what they say, it's about the fact that you're going to take the risk. Because if you don't take the risk, who are you backing?
Not myself.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
No cards on the table, no nothing, no commitment, no nothing. But if you take the risk, then it's all out there, and that's called being open and vulnerable.
Yes.
Now, what are the potential responses, do you reckon? We better look at what might happen. Not that you can never work them all out, because they always come up with something you didn't figure.
Yeah, just to surprise me. It would be a good response would be a connection and understanding and acceptance.
Well, we're just going to look at all the possibilities about what they could do, just so we can...
They could run.
They could run, right? If this is an outdoor restaurant...
They're gone.
Okay. That's one possibility. Yep. Now, let's think about that. If they run, what does that mean?
They're not okay with me expressing that.
That means good news, got rid of them.
Okay, cool.
Because if they can't handle this, what's it going to be like further down the track?
Yeah, not good.
Not good.
No.
So, there are going to be more intimate, more vulnerable times in your life with this person than just saying I'm feeling a bit vulnerable, right? So if they run now, we say, beauty. Got rid of them before we went too far, invested too much money, all that.
Yep.
Does that make sense? That's one possibility. Could you be okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, here's what most people don't do. When they run, we don't go, hallelujah.
No.
We go, it's me. There's something wrong with me and I've lost another one. I've blown it again. When really what you need to do is say, good, that's one dickhead out of the way.
Okay.
Because, there's plenty of them out there, we just got to sort our way through to find the one who wants to be with you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So part of the game is actually to let them know what they're in for.
Yes.
Because a relationship where you're holding back, is that what you're looking for?
No.
No. So you pop it out there, mate, and they run. You say, oh, man, can I read them or what? There's another one that I thought was good. Gone. Oh, well. Good riddance. Glad we didn't go too far.
Mm-hmm.
Hurts.
Yeah.
But what you'll notice is